Greetings everyone, this dark and new moon. I hope you're all doing well. Somebody wrote to me and asked me if I would do a healing meditation ASMR for the goddess Cerridwen from Welsh folklore. So here I am today at her time. The storm brewing outside, as you can probably hear. To bring you the goddess Cerridwen of healing and transformation, who features widely, as I said, in Wales and for many druids and witches all around the world. So, without further ado, let's start. So, I would like you to just settle yourself down. Take a deep breath in for the ground below you, holding the air in your lungs for a little while, and breathe out any worries and anxieties onto this black obsidian stone. Deep breath in and out. Then another deep breath in for the air above you, holding it in your lungs for a little while, and then breathing out as hard as you can onto the black obsidian. And then a last deep breath in for the seas surrounding our sacred lands. Again, holding the air in your lungs for a little while, and breathing out all that no longer serves you. Okay, so I shall just place that on the amethyst. And now we shall put some incense into the cauldron. So just let the smoke waft over you. Stand up, open your arms, and the crow feathers and raven feathers will just cleanse and clear you and your aura. Turn around for me. Okay, thank you. Remember, nobody wants anything from you at this moment. Nobody needs anything from you at this moment. This is your time. So we'll put Cerridwen's cauldron back up there. Okay. So, if you would like some crystals near you, that's fine. Otherwise, I will give you these two earth-coloured crystals. Red jasper of the soil and green bloodstone of the grass and trees. So I'll just give them to you now to hold, and start to grow roots out of your shoulders and down past your hips and knees. They grow down and down and down through the rocks and past the soil, all the way down to the very centre, to the very core of the earth, where they find a giant stone to wrap themselves around to keep you tight to the mother. Okay, and we shall begin. So relax and relax. Let all the energies drain out of your feet into the earth. And just start to relax your body from the feet upwards. Checking your toes and ankles for any tension and gently letting that tension go. Move up your legs now. Your shins, calves and knees. checking for any tension and gently letting that tension go. Okay, your thighs and glutes and your buttocks and your abdomen now, checking for any tension and gently letting that tension fall away from you. And now up your body, your torso, your chest, drop those shoulders down. Remember, nobody wants anything from you at this moment. Nobody needs anything from you at this moment. This is your time. Okay, relax the neck and your throat and all the hairs on your head. Smooth out that furrowed brow and your temples and the muscles around your nose and mouth. Drop your tongue to the lower front palate and breathe out again under your breath. Okay, so now I would like you to put a bubble of protection around you, and I will move my fingers also to make the circle, starting in the north where the stone people live and moving to the east where the dawn breaks and the inspiration of air comes, into the south where the sun shines brightly and the fires burn hot, to the west where the waters flow and we join back up with the north, and then we ask Grandfather Sky to protect us and Grandmother Earth, completing the sphere around us. And then imagining that flame, that God spark within you there at your solar plexus, ignite it and push it outwards and upwards and outwards and upwards and outwards and downwards and upwards, all the way out, 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 until it fills your bubble. And you can make that any colour you like. You can make it purple or green or red, or you can change it whenever you like. Move it in sync with the light over there if you wish. And using that, opening up your chakra system now, starting at the base, at the bottom of your spine, imagining a red ball of light glowing and growing and opening and spinning into life. Then move up to your sacral, just below your belly button, where you find an orange ball glowing and growing and spinning into life. Then on up to your solar plexus, where we find a yellow ball of energy glowing and growing and spinning into life. Now on up to your heart chakras, where you find a green ball of energy glowing and growing and spinning into life. On up to your throat chakra, where you find a light blue bubble of energy, colour of a summer's day. Watch as it too glows and grows and spinning into life. And then up to your third eye chakra, where we find a deep indigo ball, the colour of the midnight sky. Watch too as it glows and grows and opens, opening your intuition And now to the top of your head, your crown chakra, where you find a violet or a white light glowing, growing and opening up, opening your connection to the divine light, the Creator, Great Spirit, Yahweh, God, whatever. It is the same energy. Okay. And now for the journey ahead. I would like you to imagine that you can see a mist in front of you. Walk towards the mist. Walk into the mist. And walk through the mist. Keep walking. And soon the mist disperses and you are on the shore of Lake Bala, a place in North Wales, beautiful and green. There are trees with their feet in the water. There are horses drinking at the edge. And there are rocks and plants in this idyllic little scene. And just at the end you can pick out the sound of rushing water from a stream, which takes the energies out into the sea. But what strikes you most is a massive cauldron, a huge pot-bellied iron pig sitting, being fed. There are two men tending it, well, one an old man and one a young boy. And they have been charged by the goddess Cerridwen, the Welsh woman married to Tegid Fowl of the area of Tegid Shore. And her symbol is the new moon. She tends the cauldron. The story is that she married Tegid Fowl and had 2 children. A beautiful daughter, so beautiful that heads would turn as she passed, and a son, so cursed and deformed and ugly that they changed his name from Sea Crow to Utter Darkness, a Fagdu. His mother, Cerridwen, was so fiercely protective of both of her children, and her heart ached for her son, who she knew needed to hold his head high amongst the courtiers. He needed to be made intelligent, even if he could not be made to be beautiful. He needed knowledge and inspiration. And Cerridwen, who was a seer, a crafter, skilled in the arts of magic, divination, heard that there was a book somewhere where the old wise ones kept his knowledge. So she went on a quest for this book. And eventually she obtained the knowledge and the recipe that these ancient practitioners gave to her of AWEN, divine inspiration and knowledge, a Welsh word meaning spirit and movement as well as inspiration. So Cerridwen gained this knowledge, and she had to make a potion out of water and all manner of herbs, and this was to be stirred and simmered for a year and a day. And you are watching all of this. You are watching the goddess scurry around and pick these herbs and then bless them as she does, and as she talks about the herbs, see which ones resonate with you to help transform your problems. So the first one that the goddess picks is vervain, enchanter's plant, chief of herbs, maker of sweet honey, sacred to Venus. In your mind, say after me, help me to join with community and bring inspiration and problem solving to me. Help me to bring reconciliation, prosperity, love and understanding into my life. And watch now as the goddess gathers the herbs under the rising dog star of Sirius, where no moon or no sun shines upon it, and absorb this energy now into you as I channel vervain. You may be able to feel that energy coming through now as the goddess blesses her herbs. And just absorb that magic into your aura, the healing of vervain. And now she picks up twigs and berries and sap of the guardian trees of elder, birch and hawthorn, thought to drive the impurities away. She picks the berries and casts them into the cauldron now. Tears of your sap, birch, protect me, keep me safe from ills, rowan, and protect me, hawthorn, from things seen and unseen. And feel the energies of birch for new beginnings, elder for transformation, and hawthorn for action. Feel those energies as they are channeled to you from Lake Bala in Wales, and the cauldron of Cerridwen for healing and transformation. Absorb that now into your auric field and sigh out. That's right. Next, say after me, Prima Rosa, first flowers of spring, bring fairy blessings to me, respect, creativity and loyalty. May I be both giver and receiver of these qualities of Cerridwen's cauldron, which is right there on the cup. So I will channel Prima Rosa to you now. Those gentle flowers were strewn over children's pillows so that they would have fairy blessings and respect to their elders and, of course, themselves. I respect myself. I heal myself. I ask for fairy blessings for myself. And another sigh. Next herb the goddess picks and blesses is mugwort, bringer of strength, of prophetic dreams and psychic powers. Help me to sleep and protect me, you ask. Protect me from the world of beasts, seen and unseen. Help me to use my intuition that I may make the best choices with the higher good for all. I'll channel the mugwort to you now. The wind is strong, blowing the doors. But at the Lake Bala, that does not matter. Okay. The next herb is the mistletoe. All heal. All heal. To the Druids, and cut with Cerridwen's golden sickle, and caught on a white sheet, that it may never touch the earth and be soiled. You say after me, bring me fertility and healing, and the inspiration of AWEN. Absorb the AWEN. Absorb the drops of Cerridwen's cauldron. This is the symbol of the AWEN. The drops of Cerridwen's cauldron, creating inspiration. And the next ingredient of Cerridwen's cauldron is a puffball mushroom which grows in the darkness and feeds on decaying matter, transforming it into goodness and knowledge. Please, puffball, help me transform all that is not going well in my life. Connect me with things that transform the woes and blessings. Transform those woes into blessings and bring relief from pain and misunderstanding to help me be connected to the web of all being. Puffball energy coming to you now if you need it. an earthy energy, as you can imagine. The delicate white and pale cream and beige puffball. And the last herb, the sweet meadow sweet, for help with transition. It brings blessings and celebration and was used to brew ale. Symbolizes marriage and commitment. Marry me to what is best for me and mine. Help me accept the changes and celebrate them even if they are hard. Make the transition in my life and bring prosperity and love to me, please. And all the ingredients are placed in the cauldron to be brewed for a year and a day by Bask the innocent and Morder the blind man. And Cerridwen collected these herbs and many others, and she had to be up and down at all different times of the day in the year, for all herbs have different times and moon phases that they can be collected in. So by the last night, after a year, and that last day, Cerridwen was shattered and rested on her haunches to await the 3 drops of inspiration that were needed for Afagdur. The 3 drops, that's all that was needed. And as the story goes, Morder, the blind man, fell asleep. And Gwion, the innocent, chucked too much wood under the fire, and it bubbled over as he stirred, and 3 drops landed on his thumb. And he sucked it, and then suddenly he knew everything. He knew the stars and where they came from. He knew the seas from whence they sprang. He knew the time was past, and he knew what was to come. He knew everything, and he knew that that witch would be mighty cross and mighty angry. What can he do? And then we have this most amazing journey across. Bask decided to turn into a hare, and run he did because he heard a mighty wail. As Cerridwen came for him. She had stolen the brew from Afagdur, and he was not going to have the joys of her labour. So she chased that hare across dale and down, chased as hard as she can, chasing Bask as he ran for his life, chased and chased, and then Bask became ever so tired, and he saw a stream, and he dived into the stream or the lake, and so Cerridwen became an otter and dived in after and chased him down again. Chased him. She was so angry, she was so furious. And then Bask jumped out of the water and instantly shapeshifted into a little bird, a little wren. And so Cerridwen came after him as a hawk, bearing down upon her quarry. She chased him, she had to catch him, he had done wrong, he had taken her son's potion. And Bask was getting tired now. He had ran across lands, he had swam through the lake, he had flown in the sky. And as he flew over a farm, he spied some corn that needed to be winnowed. So he hid himself in that corn. And Cerridwen changed herself into a big black-crested hen. And she gobbled it all up. She gobbled that corn and she gobbled Bask into her, where it is said he spent the next 9 months, and she grew large with child. And she was still angry. She resolved that she must kill the child when it was born, but on that fateful day when she gave birth, she didn't have the heart. The baby was born with such a radiant brow, he transformed with the AWEN. And she looked down with pity upon this child she was to kill. And she did not have the heart because she was a mother, and she could not help but love him. So she sewed him up into a skin coracle and cast him out into the lake. And it is said that he floated down the stream from Lake Bala for 40 years and 40 days, until the time of King Arthur. And then a man who was going to go and hunt some salmon at the weir, where they catch plenty of salmon when the time is right. But there was no salmon on that day. There was just a skin coracle. What is in here? What is in here? Behold, this child has a radiant brow, and he is called Taliesin, the greatest bard of the lands of the mighty, was born. Behold, the radiant brow of knowledge. The cauldron had split in its anger and bubbled all across the ground, killing everything in its wake, because now it was poison. And it killed the horses of Gerinair where they fed, and seeped into the earth to be dissipated. And Taliesin grew tall and accompanied King Arthur. He had been transformed by the brew of AWEN, of Cerridwen's cauldron. And this is a bardic symbol of the storytellers and the bards. The 3 drops of Cerridwen's brew creating inspiration, and the AWEN sent to you now. And I am now going to draw this AWEN symbol onto the water here. And I'd like you to take a sip, a small sip, for your transformation and knowledge and creativity from Cerridwen's Couldron. And now I would like you just to let the scene fade and reground yourself by growing roots out of your shoulders and down past your hips and knees and down through your feet into the ground below you. They grow down and down and down, regrounding and transforming you for the week ahead and for your brand new life. So I will now take the bloodstone and that jasper, and thank you for joining me. Blessings upon your day and your family.